Something happened on The Voice knockouts that people did not expect. Sadie Dahl walked on stage, performed Too Good at Goodbyes, and suddenly the internet exploded. Some people said this wasn't just a song, it was a heartbreak delivered through the mic. And wait until you hear why so many viewers are upset, confused, and emotional at the same time. But before we dive in, make sure you hit subscribe and keep watching, because fans had a lot to say. And some of those reactions might surprise you. Let's get into the drama. As soon as Sadie started singing, many felt chills. A person said her voice had this soft, sad sparkle, like diamonds in an ocean of emotion. Others said her tone was light, clean, and absolutely beautiful. It wasn't just singing. It was storytelling, and then came the vibrato. That was the moment the audience froze. Several people mentioned that her vibrato made the performance magical. It wasn't forced, it wasn't shaky. It was gentle, controlled, and full of emotion. Someone said her vibrato alone beat 95% of vocalists on the show. For some viewers, that was the highlight of the entire night. But here's where things became emotional. Even though she touched hearts, Sadie didn't get stolen, and that's when fans got loud. Many expressed confusion. Some felt she deserved to go forward over the winner. Others said both contestants should have advanced because every note from Sadie sounded like a professional recording. A lot of people didn't understand how a voice like that walks out the door. One person said watching her leave felt like watching a diamond fall into the ocean. Someone else said she was too good to go home, and many made predictions they believe Sadie is not finished. In fact, a huge portion of fans think she'll come back, but not on The Voice. Many mentioned America's Got Talent or a solo career. A few said that if she walked onto AGT tomorrow, she would go all the way to the finals. Others believe record labels will find her the moment the season ends. Because to these fans, Sadie isn't just a contestant, she's a star in the making. But let's talk about something that caught viewers by surprise. Her improvement. Some fans said they didn't notice her much in the blind auditions. She wasn't loud, she wasn't flashy, she didn't scream high notes. But this knockout, it was different. This time she gave everything: emotion, breath control, dynamics, tone changes, and a killer vibrato. A few people said that even the family in her reaction shot didn't expect that level of power. Others mentioned that her voice sounds effortless. She didn't push, she didn't strain, and she didn't over-sing. She let the lyrics do the work. And in the world of The Voice, that's rare. However, not everybody agreed. Some felt she needed more strength in her voice. Some said she played it too safe. Others felt her lower notes could have been stronger. But even those who criticized her still admired her tone. A few viewers said she was so emotional and artistic that vocal power didn't even matter, because the feeling was already there. And that's the interesting part. Even the people who weren't fully convinced still wanted her back. That doesn't happen often. Then there's the emotional side. The ending of her performance left many people hurting. She finished on a soft, heartbreaking note. Not dramatic, not loud, just real. Some said that the way she ended the song was more emotional than any high note could ever be. Someone pointed out that she sounded like she was singing from a place of real pain, not just performing, but feeling every lyric in her chest. And when the result came, silence, no steal, no save, just goodbye. That moment changed everything. Many viewers said it didn't feel fair. Some felt she was robbed. A few believed the show made the wrong choice, and several said they didn't care because she's going to be bigger than The Voice anyway. One viewer wrote that her voice is gold in a glass. Bucks, precious, delicate, breakable, but unforgettable. Something else interesting happened too. Fans who had never heard of Sadie before are now searching for her music. Her name spread across social media. Some said they're waiting for her first single. Others are hoping she drops a full album. So even though she left the show, she won something bigger: an audience. Now here's what shocked people the most. A lot of viewers said she had one of the best vibratos ever on The Voice. Not just of the season, of the show's history. Someone described it as ocean waves, smooth, natural, emotional, and perfectly controlled. Another person said that her vibrato alone could make a grown man cry. And honestly, that seems true, because a surprising number of people admitted they cried. Some cried at The Voice. Some cried at the story. Others cried because she didn't get stolen. It takes a special voice to break the internet, and Sadie did that without even winning. So what happens next? Fans believe Sadie is not done. If she drops music, people will listen. If she goes to another show, people will watch. If she puts her heart into a studio track, people will feel it. Because Sadie Dahl did something that many contestants never achieve. She didn't just sing the song, she became the song. And that's why people are still talking about her, long after the knockouts ended. So, what do you think? Was Sadie Dahl too good to go home? Should she have been saved? Should she have been stolen? Many feel she delivered one of the most emotional knockouts of The Voice 2025. Some believe she deserved another shot. Others say she just proved she's ready for a music career beyond reality TV. Whatever side you're on, one thing is clear. Sadie Dahl made an impact, and voices like hers don't disappear. They grow. They evolve, and eventually, they return stronger than ever. If you want to see more reactions, more fan opinions, and more unforgettable moments from The Voice 2025, make sure to subscribe, like the video, and tell us your thoughts below. Because this story isn't over, not for The Voice, and definitely not for Sadie Dahl.